We just find ourselves here on our mats, just noticing and sensing inward. All the different sensations. All the different feelings. There is something so special and so necessary about this time to really gather together. It's that true accountability to be even electronically in one another's presence, to experience the slowdown, the pause, the tuning inward, the mindfulness. Just begin to notice your breath. To see if the mind tries to pull you into distraction. With a little rock forward and back, side to side. Try to find that place where you feel very balanced on the left and the right sits bone. And then drawing your lower rib cage back ever so slightly until you feel a gentle tone in the lower abdominal area. Holding that, hold the heads of your shoulders back. So it feels like there's a little bit of effort in the space between the shoulder blades. And then slide the very center of your brain right over the center of your heart. And breathe. Feeling this sacred alignment, this open receptivity. And how the arms come all the way up, our palms together, and take it to your heart. As you check in, ask yourself, what are you needing? And be really honest with yourself. What have you been really needing? And then bow your head to the heart. And with sweetness, call in. With love, call in what it is you're needing. And breathe in, the arms come up. And with your exhale, come all the way down, reaching these arms forward. And feeling that sensation in your hips, low back, wherever it shows up in the glutes. If you don't feel much, try to drop down even more. Take a deeper breath in, really filling up, really opening to the breath. Letting it out slowly. We'll bring our hands to our knees and roll the shoulders back as you come on up. Nice big circles. And then we'll pull the inside foot to the outside. And inhale, arms come up. Exhale, twist to your right. Feel the length in your spine. Feel the left hip pull back. Getting longer and feeling stronger in the twist. Breathing in, our arms come up, taking a twist to the other side as you exhale. Feeling your right hip pull back. Breathe. Good. Grab hold of your elbows behind you. Let's roll that ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. And since our lives are consumed with looking down at things, it might be best to go back with the neck rather than chin to chest. Then releasing your hands to your knees, go ahead and roll the torso back. And then inhale, lift the heart forward, shoulders back. And exhale, round it out. And inhale, lift. And feel that rocking on the sitting bones. And then we'll go side to side, really pressing left and right. So there's about 12 students in my shadow work practitioner certification school. And we each take turns coaching one another often. And I got to connect with someone the other day that I haven't really connected with that I haven't really connected personally with her yet. Let's go ahead and circle through our spine now all the way around. And she's only seen me on Instagram and on the class, the shadow work practitioner class. And she expressed to me that, on Instagram, I suppose is what she's referring to. I don't know what else she could be, because she's like, it looks like you just live a life of adventure. Let's circle the torso in the other way. It looks like you just have, so much amazement and beauty in your life, and you're so happy. You're always having fun. And she said, Let's go ahead and inhale the arms, come on, and take a fall forward here, all the way down. And she said, and then when I see you on these calls for school, it always seems like you're searching. And I was wondering, what are you searching for? Let's walk our hands over to the right. And I was like, huh. Let's drop that right elbow down, left arm up. So that question has really plagued me for the past few days. Because I know I'm not alone in searching or striving, right? There's a lot of us that are. Let's walk to the other side. And as simple as that question could be, it seemed so complex for me. What am I searching for? Let's take that right arm up, breathe in. When I really got honest with myself, I realized that I kind of live in this pattern of searching for this quest for perfection. Let's rise up, shrug the shoulders to your ears, and exhale, let them down. And bring them up again. Exhale them down. And do it one more time. And tabletop, hands and knees. Go ahead and let your chest drop down. Lift your sitting bones high. And breathe. So in the quest, I do live an adventurous life. And I do have so much to be grateful for. And I do have a lot of fun, sometimes too much fun. I really prioritize fun in my life. And there's a whole lot of sweetness. Let's bring the hips all the way back now. Let's slowly roll up. Let's take those hands back behind us. Let's roll the shoulders back. Let's lean back a little bit more. And let the palms come down. And then really roll those shoulders back and take a deep breath into the heart space. I have this beautiful life. I have two of the most amazing children. I'm a little biased, but I believe it's true. Let's inhale, rise up. Let's lean back and reach forward, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Down dog, tuck the toes, lift the knees. I have a perfectly imperfect marriage. My husband will always be willing to do the work with me. My husband is not perfect. I am not perfect. We are both not perfect at love. But we're willing to do the work together. I have two sweet dogs. I have a great roof over my head, building a new house. I have all these things, right, that are just wonderful. And that perfection is completely and utterly unattainable. Let's inhale to plank. And I know this. Logically, I know this. Pressing down with the hands. So it was just fascinating to me, like, what are you searching for? The perfection that I'm searching for is, let's drop those knees, hips to your heels, is I'm looking to purify all the quote unquote badness within me. All the quote unquote badness. And in shadow school, I mean, aren't we all searching in shadow school? I mean, that's what it's all about. But I've been investigating the badness, like the parts of me that I deem as bad. Let's go ahead and rise up, shift your weight forward, elbows into earth. Tops of feet root and inhale, rise up long through the torso. And exhale, lower. And tuck those toes again, knees down dog. Take a little walk to the top of your mat. Getting really familiar with the parts of ourselves that we want to change. Because those are the parts that we deem as unacceptable or inappropriate or bad. And within them really lies our shadow. Bend the knees as much as you like. And find a full release here. Bending your knees, sit deep to your seat. Rise on up. Palms together to the heart. We'll shift our weight onto our left foot and bring that right foot up. Palms together, Vrikshasana, and stretch the arms out. I've realized through my years and years of counseling others how many of us, to the core, feel as if something is wrong with us. Deep down inside, somewhere in there. Release that right leg straight back into lunge. Touch down with the hands, reach them back behind you, and then rise back up. Palms together, right elbow, left thigh. And then I realized that in the times and years of counseling people with that they're looking to eradicate, to exile, and push those parts away, where something is wrong. Clearly on the quest of perfection as well. Releasing down, pop the back foot a footprint forward and drop your back heel. Into Parsvottanasana, left hip crease back, chest is down, head is down, breathe. And we cannot create perfection by trying to eradicate these parts. And maybe I'd like to change the word perfection to wholeness. That we can't acquire wholeness by trying to eradicate these parts of us that we deem as bad. Because then we are at war with ourselves. When you're ready, let's pounce onto the left foot and squeeze your right heel to your glutes. Use your left hand, grab hold of that foot, squeeze it in. the release and bring that right knee up, balance. And take that right ankle to your left thigh. Bend the knee, sit back, flex your toes to the shin. Use these blocks if you have them. So then I realized, how do we make peace with these unwanted parts of ourselves? And I'll tell you, it's hard. It's hard. It takes a lot of focus, dedication, and energy to really sit into the feelings of it all. To not move away from it. And that's why working with a shadow work practitioner or working with someone you trust to really sit with these parts and be with them. To learn to hold yourself in your imperfections. To know that you are still so worthy of love, even with these parts. And most of all, that you are not alone. You'd be surprised how many people I work with that have the same stuff going on that I personally can relate to myself. To release that right foot, take a forward fold, shake it off, bend the knees as much as you like. Feel that release here. And slowly roll it up. The arms come up. The palms together. And to your heart. We shift onto that right foot. And bring your left foot up. Tree pose. And go ahead and take that left leg back. So lunge, touch down, and then rise back up. Palms together, left elbow to the right side. So I guess I'm searching or on a quest for wholeness. Wholeness meaning to ultimately learn to love and accept all parts of myself. Because as we know, love is the greatest transformer of all. Touch down, blocks or floor. Pop the back foot in a footprint and drop the heel down. Feel your right hip pull back. And soften that chest down. Shake it out. What are you searching for? Go ahead and pounce onto the right foot, squeeze that left heel to the glutes. Grab hold of it, pull it in. The releasing, slowly bring that knee up and rest that left ankle to your right thigh, toes toward the shin, touching down to the blocks. Hips pulling back, breathe. In the last bit, the conundrum is in the quest and searching for wholeness. What we're really doing is having, or what we're really doing in that is experiencing. Okay, I have to find the right words for this. Let's see. It's weird. The words are not quite there. I'll find them. It's as if we're pushing away wholeness in the quest for it. Because we're not recognizing that right here, right now, in this moment, we are whole. That we are not broken, we are not a problem to be fixed. Let's release that left leg down. Bending the knees, folding forward. A complete release. That conundrum, yeah. That if we're searching, we're not recognizing what is. Right here, right now, we are whole. We'll bend the knees, rise up, breathe in. Hands to the heart, exhale. I hope that makes sense. I think it's still sorting out within me. Let's inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, circle the wrist, come all the way down. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, deep surrender, head to the shins, and then inhale, float your left leg up behind you. Right hip crease back. Inhale, bring the palms together to your heart and power up into a strong warrior 3. Releasing down. Rise up, high lunge. Take it down. Kick your right leg up straight back behind you. Open your hips all the way, bend the knee. Lift your left underarm. Straighten that right leg, kick it out. Bend that right knee. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. And bend. Release, rest the right toes on the back of your left heel. Let that right foot help the left to drop down even more. Release that right foot. Inhaling to a plank. Exhaling to down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Again. Drop your knees. Hips to the heels. Hands come back by your feet. Roll the shoulders back more. Rise up, breathe in. Lean back, reach forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, take it down. Tucking the toes, lift your knees, down dog. Take a walk to the top of your mat or a hop if you like. Bending your knees, sit deep to rise up. Palms together and to your heart. And breathing in, arms come up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale a half lift and exhale a deep, deep surrender. Inhale, flip the right leg. Left hip pulls back. Strong and long through the spine, palms together to the heart. Good, touching down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Kick the left leg to the sky. Open up those hips. Bend your left knee. Squeeze the heel to the glutes. Now straighten the left leg and bend it. Keep it going. Release the left toes to your right heel, helping that heel draw down to the ground even more. Release that left foot. And inhale, drop your knees. And exhale, hips to your heels. Forehead down. I think the question for a lot of us is, when will we be good enough? What does good enough even mean? Like the Halloween cat, rise up. Shifting that weight forward, elbows into earth. Inhale, we rise. And exhale down. Tuck the toes to the knees, down dog. Take a walk to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, sit deep, reach forward to rise. All the way up, the palms together to your heart. Breathe it in, arms come up. Circle through the wrist, take it down. Inhale, half lift. Head to the knees, deep, surrender. Half lift, left leg. Right hip crease back. Warrior three, palms at the heart. Now, arms forward. Drop it down to the lunge, rise up, breathe in. Take it down, exhale. Kick your right leg up, open the hips. Right knee, right wrist, drop it into pigeon. Walk your left leg back. Rise up at the chest, breathe in. Take it down, exhale. Rise up to breathe in. Take it down, exhale. Keep it going. When will you be good enough? And what is good enough? Do you see how ridiculous this question sounds? When will you be good enough? Take it down. That just seems ridiculous to me. Hold it here. We all have our soul work. We all have our soul work. And without a doubt, you know what it is. If not, your astrology reading will tell you. But we all have our soul's work. That doesn't mean we're not good enough. It doesn't mean we're not whole. It doesn't mean we're broken or something's wrong with us. That is our ego telling that story. So ultimately, the goal is to do our soul's work with love, with excitement, to trust the journey and the evolution of our soul, while bringing so much awareness, bringing so much attention to the ways in which we are so wonderful, we are so sweet, we are so kind, we are so loving, we are so giving, we are so nurturing. To not lose sight of everything that is right in our lives. While we are on the journey of the soul. Tuck your toes, down dog, exhale. Do a plank. And down dog. Plank. Down dog. Plank. Down dog. And walk those feet to the top of your mat. Bend the knees, rise on up to the heart. We all have a journey of the soul. But let us not lose sight of the beauty, of the light, of the love that we are, and the joy that is so present in our lives. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, deep surrender. Half lift, right leg goes up. Left hip crease pulls back, hands to the heart, strong. Reach forward, breathe in. Take it here, high lunge, rise. Take it down, exhale. Left leg kicks up. Left knee to your left wrist, pigeon. Walk that right leg back. And rise up, breathe in. Take it down. Keep it going. So there's no need for searching, really. We know our work. Because it's every place we get triggered. We know our work because that's where it is. It's in our patterns. That's our work. And the soul says, do it. Do the work. But the soul doesn't say we're broken or not whole. or that something's wrong with us. No. Take it down, rest. Go to a deeper place inside. When you're ready, tuck the right toes under, take it down dog. Inhale to your plank. Take it back to down dog. To your plank. Down dog. Last one. Then down dog, walk to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, sit deep. Rising. Palms together to the heart. Breathe in, arms come up. Circle through the wrists, take it down. Half lift, breathe in. Deep, deep surrender, exhale. Left leg floats. Hands to the heart, right hip back. Reach it forward. Drop the left foot down, rise up. Push the walls away. Left arm under the right. Wrap it up. Reach it up. Elbows hook to the outside of your right thigh. Left leg strong, torso long. Right hip back. Drop your left knee. Release your arms, rise up and hold your elbows behind you. Get your lunge here. Release and straighten out that right leg if you want. So I'll put that to that left heel. Good, and float your way forward. Lift that left knee. Step back, down dog. To a plank. To your down dog. To your plank. To down dog. To your plank. Down dog and walk those feet to the top of the mat. Bending your knees, sit deep to rise. Feeling alive, hands to the heart. Let that search be over. You are whole. And inhale, arms come up. Circle through the wrist, exhale. Half lift, breathe in. Head to the shins, deep surrender. Float the right leg, left hip back. Leg is strong. Hands to the heart. Reach forward. Drop it down into the lunge, rise up high. Press the walls away. Good. Left arm under the right, wrap it up. Reach it up. Hook elbows to the outside of that thigh. Breathe. Right leg strong, torso long, left hip back. We drop that right knee. Release, grab hold of those elbows behind you. Lifting that heart, breathe, sink your hips. Releasing the arms, send your hips back to your heels. Breathe. We come forward, step the back foot to the top of the mat and roll right to your back. Hug those knees to your chest. Squeeze them in, rocking left and right, and then feel into your body. Does it need anything else? Give it to your body. And then Shavasana when you're ready. Take your time to get there. And drop into your wholeness. My very first yoga class, I remember dropping into Shavasana and bawling my eyes out and having no idea why. And I think it was the first time I ever experienced being in my body and being in that wholeness. And it felt so good. It was like a memory, like my soul knew that feeling. It was a homecoming. Let yourself go deeper. Let yourself trust more. Let yourself trust more. Again, to deepen your breath. You can wiggle your fingers, your toes. And wrap your head left and right. Slowly bending your knees and hugging them into your chest. Dropping them to one side, using your hands to come on up to a comfortable seated pose. To our wholeness, to our truth, to our soul's work with love. Remembering all the good within us. So much love and gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here, Kristen. Glad you made it. See you all next Wednesday.
Bye.